Okay. So it's like go here. Could do scientists down here, except there's no oxygen. She might not be too bad, actually. I'm kind of curious how this will work out. Because I also could go for synthetic. Geothermal borehole.
An expansive HQ has been founded.
Shoot! Come on. I should take it, I guess. No, I don't know what to do. Alright, I guess I'll just go for this. Oh, come on! Oh, jeez. These guys still need matte steel, right? Good grief. Yeah, just go scavenger. Good grief. I mean, it's not bad. It's just got some issues. Right. What else do I need?
An expansive HQ has been upgraded.
The black market is online.
And it's making most money. Just get right into ion, I suppose. I guess I'll just crank the carbon while I can. Two claims. I should go with that. I should make glass. Oh, there it is. We got two scans. Let's see how that works out. I'm going for the salt. I keep forgetting about the salt. I should also try the scientists going for the salt. That's kind of interesting. So what's the column doing? It's consuming a lot of glass. Let's get my silicon. Oops. Sure. That's good. Head.
An expansive HQ has been upgraded.
Pirates. I hate those filthy bandits.
Glass now? I think so.
The black market is open for business. Pirates. I hate those filthy bandits.
So far, so good. Life support's not looking so great. Well, the power market, though, wow. Woo-wee! That pleasure
The
dome.
black market is online.
That was making a lot of money.
Pirates. I hate those filthy bandits. The black market is open for business.
Someone must be shipping ice.
Pirates. I hate those filthy bandits. New building is available for auction.
Wow. I think I'll just crank up the metal miner for now. That's one free tile.
Sold. The black market is online.
Oh man.
An expansive HQ has been upgraded.
What in the world's going on with aluminum? This is like ridiculous.
Optimization center is ready. Time to start improving everything. The patent lab is constructed. Let's get our science on. The engineers have advanced our production. The black market is open for business. The pleasure dome is completed. I wonder what goes on in there. Our methods continue to improve. Pirates. I hate those filthy bandits.
Holographic imaging activated.
Optimization routine successful. We caught a dirty rat trying to break our stuff. The black market is online. Let the bidding begin. Congratulations. The engineers have advanced our production. The black market is open for business.
Very good transparent
Our
aluminum.
methods continue to improve.
An expansive HQ has been upgraded.
Offworld shipment launched. Look at all the money.
Maybe the Offworld market was a mistake. That's what we think.
Optimization routine successful. The engineers have advanced our production. Pirates. I hate those filthy bandits.
What? Oh, the Scions. Huh. How about that? Like, how did we get that?
Launch affirmative. What a payout. Our methods continue to improve. The black market is online. Your stock is being sold. 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 Optimization routine successful.
Oh, shoot! I've accidentally... Oh, man.
Successful off-world shipment. Make room for the profits. The black market is open for business. You would not believe who we caught red-handed. Offworld shipment launched. Look at all the money.
He's got too much money. I should have let him buy blues, actually. It's not going to be able to... I haven't been managing my stuff very well. Obviously my farms are making bank, but
The engineers have advanced our production.
something different with this tile, at least. You can finish me up now. Yep. Too much money. I should let him buy blues, I guess. Stuff when someone gets half of your stock. There's not a whole lot you can do. Huh. Expansive win against 2 Skynet players, and I think I did pretty solid as a scavenger. Yeah, I gotta figure out how to do it. I mean, buying you just seemed very, just the blues. Buying you seemed very compelling, of course. But, you know, I had a ton of
Launch
money.
affirmative. What a payout.
It could be that it was a mistake to build the space elevator and I should just try to buy you directly, because I was making a ton of money off of those farms. Oh my gosh, those farms are making me a killing. So, maybe I should have focused on that. Although it's interesting, I guess the game there, I could have made more off of oxygen. Oxygen liquid batteries. Yeah. Nope. Good job to Death Tacticus. We'll check the chat. So there is an option where you can have all 6 available, all 6 headquarters available and found, but I'm trying to kind of encourage people to play with. By the way, these are garages. I just don't we just have the art for it, so you can probably see the difference. I mean, you're all good players, so it's not like I don't think there's anything about that that's really an issue. But yeah, I'm trying to encourage people to play with just 4 factions because I mean, it's a nice randomness. I mean, it certainly means that each game is going to be a little more different. You know, I mean, the same reason you have random maps and random prices and random everything else. But if people really hate it, they can do without it. I mean, the one thing is basically if you want to play ranked play, it's going to be that way. But that's just how it goes. Alright, I am actually going to host a game and be an observer this time because that was... I did alright, of course, but I wouldn't mind being able to sit back and watch the game. So, you know. Huh, I just realized Hydros is not the same as Hydroponus. So 2 different players. Scion buildings still cost aluminum to build instead of silicon? Philo. Do you mean all their buildings do? I mean it's their base resource is steel. Scion's base resource is steel. It's just that they don't need aluminum for the upgrades. I mean, they do need aluminum for a few other things, but that's just, you know. Considering the level of players we have here, I'm going to unilaterally drop Hydros down to employee. see. And I will turn on Will Mask. Why not? Oh, will you even be able to notice it? Okay, ready? Oh, well, I don't know, guys. I mean, I think if you realize Hydros is who he is, you're probably more likely to target the other guys anyway, so I think it's okay. I mean, I know Blues and Death Tacticus would rather hit each other, that's for sure. Alright, reveal map on. Everything else looks good. Manager me, okay. Okay. Alright. Didn't want to say anything bad about you, Hydrus. I just, you know, you're playing with some of the best players in the game, and you haven't played IO yet, so. Alright, let's go. Alright. Electronics colony. We've got uranium, but pretty much a lot of everything though. Some good, lots of iron, lots of silicon. Oh, I should have turned on. Well, we got the 2 new HQs, so actually that works out pretty well. So probably gonna see a scion or 2, I would guess. Probably you figure there's 2 good spots. You grab one. I assume the standard with Scion is you grab 1 good silicon and then 1 good aluminum spot, and there's plenty of both of those. Well, yeah, there's 2 of those. Wow, boy, this is.
A scavenger HQ has been
Alright, so
founded.
instead go scavenger right off the bat.
A scavenger HQ has been upgraded.
Oh shoot! Sorry. Alright. Okay.
A robotics HQ has been founded. A robotics HQ has been upgraded.
Too bad, that was going to be an interesting game. Alright, let's try this again. I was wondering what was going on. Alright, let's turn on all HQs just for testing. Alright, waiting for full authentic. I think people are holding up to found because they saw the returning players. But yeah, there's no water on IO. The water tree's reversed. You basically build, instead you use ion collectors to build fuel, and you use solar condensers to make ice, because this is oxide ice. And then you combine that to make water. So there's no water on the map per se. Wow, there's a lot of resources on this map. Now I'm still trying to figure out what's the good scientific spot. I think what you basically want is you want iron and ice. Or iron, I guess, and basalt. Now you can actually use basalt as iron. I need to keep remembering that as scientific. So actually, this is a pretty good spot right here. You got the ice, you got the basalt, and you got aluminum. So scientists actually have a ton of flexibility. I think people just aren't really using them yet.
An expansive HQ has been founded. HQ has been founded.
I mean, I think it's going to take a while to balance IO, because I mean, I really think that we don't know what the best strategies are. Right? I'm curious to see how Philothantic went scientific. I mean, he found a bunch of iron, so that's fine. You can also put nuclear plants on basalt because it produces uranium. So what do we got? Huh, I'm surprised we saw no nomads. I mean, there's plenty of... that's weird. Yeah, I'm surprised about that.
The black market is online.
Alright, Death Tactus went for... Woo! Very high carbon. Okay, I can see how he got drawn to that. He's gonna upgrade fast. Although Blues' other one was actually already upgraded. He's taking advantage of the basalt and iron, so he's gonna have plenty of iron coming in. Let's take a look at his stuff.
HQ has been upgraded.
So this is what his looks like. He's making a ton of... Wait,
The black market is open for business.
Blues is making a ton... 9 iron a second. Okay, that may be a bit much. He's going to be making a lot of steel, and even then... where's this... He grabs some carbon? That's interesting. And he's just completely ignoring aluminum. So he has basically everything he needs, and he doesn't need a lot of aluminum. So hoping for the best on aluminum. In the meantime, Death Tactus is here. Hydros has kind of a standard expansive fan, and then Philophanek is trying to mess around with scientists. I hope he realizes that he can put he can get oxygen right out of that ice, so he could theoretically put water processors down right away on that ice. Although water is not very expensive yet, so far that's not a problem. People delay its life support longer in IO because it's so hard to make it, so you're going to get people more into debt. You're going to see those prices spike up. I mean, look at those life support prices. It's going up quickly. All right, he's dropping down metal mines, so he's going into uranium. No, he doesn't need uranium. That's right. Yeah, okay. I was going to say, you should put just nuclear plants directly on
A scavenger HQ has been upgraded.
the ice. Blues, meanwhile, I'm always interested in how people play the new players. Okay, he's switching them into... Interesting. So he kind of realizes that he's actually making as much iron from the basalt platforms as he needs. Boy, man, those basalt platforms, if you get 2 of them, it produces a lot of stuff. Going into nuclear plants, ion collectors. And he's about to go into some ice, I assume. Core sample, Death Tacticus, where did he... he's trying to get some... He used a very good move. He used a core sample right here so he can get the adjacency bonus for these elemental quarries. When you look at this, we know we have names on observers. Alright, Blues meanwhile is now getting the water processors.
A scavenger HQ has been upgraded.
Nuke plants make a lot of money. Yeah, we got RAM event. Sulfur frost. Construction speed is slow. So right now, if you want to, it's not a good... look at these farms. They're going so slow. It's not a good time to start constructing something. You might want to wait till the sulfur frost is over, although that's a long time coming. Wow, remember I said Death Tactus was going to upgrade fast? Wow, look at him go. Jeez. He's making 10 aluminum a second? That's kind of insane. He has over 1,000 what's he going to do with all that aluminum? I guess he's going to upgrade fast. He better get a transparent aluminum. Because then he could, transparent aluminum, he could build... He has what he needs to build an off-road market right now, basically, if he just gets transparent aluminum, although the off-road prices are pretty crappy. Alright, he's got enough aluminum. Trying to get into some farms. That was probably Blues. Nope, Philophanek. Alright, what's Philophanek up to? So he's been... Oof, the nuclear power plants are negative. That's probably because the price of water power has just totally collapsed. He boosted them. He probably boosted them basically into inefficiency. Look how slowly this water processor is being built. Oh, man.
Pirates. I hate those filthy bandits.
So you see those little white dots here? That's the sulfur
The black
frost.
market is open
It's not
for
necessarily
business.
super obvious. Oh, I think it might just be the solar flare, actually. We need some special effects for the sulfur frost.
New building is available for auction.
Hydros. Is Hydros getting close to being able to upgrade?
Auction unclaimed.
Yeah.
Bidding
He's got the
closed.
money he needs, but basically those 2 geotherms. Going to 2 geotherms, that was too early. And I got level 30. It's hard to, unless you're going robotic, in which case you have no debt, it's hard to make that work. Alright, so in the meantime, Blues is...
A scavenger HQ
He's
has
starting
been
to make the
upgraded.
move towards geothermal borehole. It seems like people are set up for some interesting patents, but no one has really done it yet. Especially Death Tacticus could really use transparent aluminum because he's got so much aluminum. He can easily get into some more if he wants to. So what's going crazy right now? So water and food are both bad, basically because of fuel. There's not enough fuel on the market. Not enough players are into ion collectors. You can tell Hydros needs some practice because he's not. There we go. He's dropping out some ion connectors. Those are going to make a lot. So those just made. Oh, they were going to be water processors. Good, he's gotten out of those. At least those are going to be losing their money. Bot shares in Death Tacticus. Death Tacticus is doing great. I mean, he just got so many resources up there. So the question is, here's some odd thing. Blues is not really okay. It's finally got Patent Lab, but there's no real advantage this guy to getting the first Patent Lab. The whole point of the Patent Lab is you can license patents from other people, so he can make sure that you can get the geothermal borehole, for example.
We caught a dirty rat trying to break our stuff.
It was you. Everyone sees that.
The patent lab is constructed. Let's get our science on.
Yeah, they should. Oof, that must have been. Philothanic hit Blues? That's a mistake. You guys should be targeting. You guys should be targeting Death Tacticus at this point. Death Tacticus is doing very well. You should be afraid of him. It's time for Death Tacticus to get into an Offworld.
The black market is online.
Yeah, I don't know. I see Rahi's thing about do we see water starts. I mean, I think there's definitely room for some different types of starts on IO. I think we just don't know what they are yet. It's going to take some people being creative. Alright, so what is Blues getting into? He's going into superconductor and liquid batteries. Superconductor, because he doesn't even have any power yet. Oh, he got the geothermal borehole. He hasn't upgraded yet. So I assume when he upgrades, can you upgrade yet? Let's see. He's 75,000. He's got 90, so he could upgrade. He's probably got his cash stuck in chemicals at the patent lab. The tax is just making so much money, though.
The black market is
Well,
open
actually, he's
for
not making
business.
that much money. He's, if you look at him, he's just a level above, which is important. Right, Blue's got liquid batteries. That's
The
going to be a
engineers
very
have
good
advanced
pickup.
our production.
I mean, I guess, no superconductor. If you get superconductor and geothermal borehole, superconductor will boost the power. I didn't actually thought about that, but superconductor will boost the power from those water processors. So those water processors are actually making him a significant amount of money. Now he's going for transparent aluminum. Yeah, I don't see why Death Tacticus is not going for
A
transparent
scientific
aluminum.
HQ has been upgraded.
Oh, he's got so much iron, that's ridiculous.
New
What is-
land is available for auction.
What is Death Tacticus doing? He's just sitting on like an insane amount of resources. I think he's kind of miscalculated where to get to the end of the game. He needs to get an awful market.
Auction unclaimed. Bidding
He needs to get
closed.
some secondary resources, I guess.
Our methods continue
Versus-
to improve.
I mean, I guess the issue with the basalt platforms is they're just going to keep chugging away, whether you want the resources or not.
The black market
But
is
I don't know how he ended up with 2,000 carbon. That's a lot of carbon. That is a lot of carbon. You figure at this point you could just drop down like maybe a couple electronics factories there, because I mean he has 2,000 carbon. And remember, he's scavenger, so he has no diminishing resources. I mean, there's been a lot of talk about how nomads are strictly better than scavs, but scavengers having non-diminishing resources. I mean, I don't know. I just don't quite fully agree with that. Okay. Tell me you have geothermal borehole balloons. We finally have someone take advantage of that? Yes, he's got geothermal borehole. That means he's making probably a ton of power. Because also superconductor affects it. So he's making a ton of power from his farms and his steel mills. All of these buildings here are making +2 power, which then gets doubled and is increased even more because of, okay, someone reacted because of the thing. I think we're seeing a pretty solid argument for geothermal borehole here. Blue, even though Death Axe is a solid lead, I feel like Blues' patent play here could pay off. Plus the fact that he's Skyon. There's just a lot of things he can do in the late game that will be to his advantage. However, having 3... He also has the issue of he's got 3 basalt platforms just chugging away here, and they're not really producing anything that's particularly useful. He should at least get into nuclear engines so he can do something with his uranium. Let's see, so Blues does have a pleasure dome, which is going to be making him $600. That's pretty good. That's pretty good, I'd say. Yeah, I like Blue's spot right now. And as for his optimization centers, so far he's spraying around. He's not going for the claims yet. So if you get all 4, you get some extra claims, which basically it's what is it? Is that going to be 20 plus 40 plus 60 plus 80? It's basically 200 chemicals. So 200 chemicals, of course, that's just add 2 zeros there. So it's going to be like $40,000 for a claim, but of course you also get a huge amount of
optimization routine
production for it. So if it makes sense to super produce something, if something is just insanely expensive, like electronics is right now, then go for it. Alright, Death Tacticus. Blues is just sitting on his money.
The black market is online.
Buying stuff up. Okay, Death Tacticus does have... He finally did get into an Offworld market. And he's boosting it. Okay, so that's solid. Is it protected? It's not protected. That's interesting. Unprotected space elevator. Blues even got thinking machines. Wait, maybe I didn't see it was protected. It is protected. So I was playing the wrong player. Apex is going for. He knows that his problem is Blues, so he's hoping that buying those shares of stock. Of course, Blues could basically buy 3 shares of Dectacus and they'd have the same amount of resources. So right now, Blues is ahead. Blues has 2 optimization centers. Interesting. So he's going to go for. Yep, he's now going for the free claims. He'll get them soon.
We're not surprised. Just
Skyans are tough if you get to the end of the game, and he's got his own off-world market. Still not making a lot, but what's making a lot of money is this pleasure dome, which I think people haven't noticed. I haven't heard anything coming out about it. Ooh, look, the pleasure dome looks a little bit different. Take a look. See how much he's made off of the pleasure dome. Well, he's already made about 100,000. That's pretty good. So the question now, does Blues go after Death Tacticus? Because Death Tacticus is certainly going after Blues, or does Blues go for someone else? I think he has to, because he's not actually worth a ton right now. I mean, Death Tacticus could get him right now for probably about $450,000. So it is a problem, actually. Mutiny space elevator. Blues are targeting
successful.
Okay, he must have had to mutiny his.
The black market is online.
Space elevator back. Loses 2 space elevators? I don't know if that's... oh, he probably mutinied someone. That's hard to keep track, but yeah, I think basically Blues is... Okay, now Blues is getting into...
The engineers have advanced our production.
An expansive HQ has been upgraded.
Offworld shipment launched.
Alright, everyone's basically has their space elevators back now. Blues needs to start putting that money into Death Tacticus. Death Tacticus has the money lead. I mean, he's going to be pretty close to hitting Blues. I feel like... I don't know. I'm not entirely sure what happened here, how Death Tacticus was able to make money. I mean, boosting... Oh, well, that might be a big part of it. Looks like he's making very good use of boosts. He's making a ton of money from these ion collectors. I mean, at some level, Blues invested into the late game, right? Because he put down those 2 observation centers, he put down space elevator, so it could be that he would have been better off saving that money.
Launch affirmative. What a payout.
No, yeah, Blues is almost dead. It's going to be tough for Blues. He boomed just a little bit too late, I would say. In the meantime, Philothanic's better clean up Hydros, because obviously Death Tacticus and Blues are aiming for each other. So, wow, that Pleasure Dome is making a net of 700 a second. I mean, you'd think that's enough to make a difference, but okay, Death Tacticus, he's going to be able to pull out. He's going to grab Blues.
Have advanced our production.
He made all that money, and he did it without. Nope. So far, it looks like we're going to see a first game we saw Expansive win. Second game we're going to see a Scavenger win. So far has not been necessarily a great moment for the
black market is
new HQs. I feel authentic also. How much debt do you have? 168 riding it. He's trying to get to potentially buying out Hydros. That's his best bet. Yeah, I mean, there's not much for Hydros to do here. And you got to level 5. That's kind of the best you can hope for, probably. Philo should be able to get to a buy of Hydros. And the problem is Death Tacticus is already starting to build up his war chest. But it'll be now if I was Philo, I would grab that share of Death Tacticus that's hanging out there. That'll give him a little bit of a head start on the potential endgame buyout. I mean, don't worry about Hydros buying into you. You'll get all that stuff back. Death Tacticus, yeah. So I think that was a mistake. Philo should have bought that share of Death Tacticus that was hanging out there. Oh man. I wonder how much money Death Tacticus is making from. Death Tacticus is making almost $1,000 a second for Blues. That's just going to go up because that Offworld. Someone needs to build another Pleasure Dome. I mean, it's crazy. Look at that. $800? You can't let the Scion be the only player to... By the way, we're going to change our names to the Elites. That's kind of weird looking. Alright, here we go.
The black market is
versus bought up. Philophanic has Death Tacticus has lead. So if Philo had just bought that one share of Death Tacticus, it would make a huge difference. Wow, Blues is...
I hate those
What happened?
filthy bandits.
Blues is not
Shipment
making
launched. Look at all the money.
the offer market collapse. Why is Blues making so little money for Death Tacticus? That's kind of weird. I'm not sure why. Yeah, so far basically the subsidies are equal, but you know I think Death Tacticus is just so much of a head start, and eventually this debt is gonna hurt him as well. I mean that's what's dragging down the stock price. That's why stock price is about $10 less. So I see Death Tacticus should be pulling this off. Funny, Death Tacticus doesn't have a single advanced building. Didn't expect that. Okay, so Blues in the chat says my space elevator is a pretty major mistake. Yeah, you had a pretty solid. I think you had a pretty solid lead on Death Tacticus, and you had some good ideas with the geotherms. 3 space elevators for Blues. Oh, that's where the money went. He basically put the money into building space elevators. Those geotherms, the geothermal borehole was a solid idea, and you were making a lot of money. You just needed to I think you didn't realize that Death Tacticus would easily be able to buy you out before you would have been able to boom. Yeah. think now that superconductor is on the board, I think that really helps out geothermal borehole. Makes it, I think, a pretty solid combination. And it hasn't totally killed power, although I'm kind of curious how much other players are doing any power at all. And you got 2 geothermal plants. So weird to see. You're making money from power from your space elevator. Nuclear plant. And there we go. Alright, good job to Jet Tacticus. Alright, so I'm going to have to head out the door around 11:10. So there probably isn't enough time for another one, although I may have to. I mean, I can do another one, I just might have to shut off the stream early. But I wouldn't mind watching another one if you guys are up for it. Hydro says, I was expecting power to stay high the previous game. The column uses it seemed like it won't really. Yeah, I think blues just killed the power market for you. Because when you switch to superconductor plus geothermal borehole, all of those buildings there were now basically like pretty solid power producers. If one of the so I'm going to have to probably shut down my stream around in about 20 minutes. So just FYI, maybe one of the other players if they can easily start streaming, you may want to do that, just so people can follow the games. There was no warning until, yeah. Yeah, I made that change late last night, actually, so, yeah, obviously, there's some changes that are going to throw people for a curve, but basically I took away teleportation and I added superconductor. Maybe taking transparent aluminum was a mistake as Scion. Well, you don't have access to it, so I guess that is probably an issue. Oh, I'm going to observe. Oh, I'm done for now. Alright, so Philo is out, so unless there's a 4th player that wants to jump in, Karahi. We'll get this figured out. Here a second, me. Let's see. Alright, I gotta step away for 1 second. Oh, alright. Excellent. Okay, everyone's ready? Alright, let's go. Alright, so the map we got here. Not much carbon. Well, I guess there was a little carbon. Some serious. So I'd love to see someone pull the geothermal borehole trick here. Very little silicon. Okay, so we're not going to... Well, that's kind of too bad. We aren't going to see Skyon, or... I guess you could see Skyon, but we're almost certainly not going to see Nomads. Definitely could imagine a robotic. Well, I gotta remember, you can get the silicon from the basalt, and there's plenty of basalt. So this is actually pretty solid. This is a pretty solid Skyon place right here. I'd want to see if
An expansive HQ
someone will try the same thing. Death Hackers does robotic over here.
An expansive HQ has been founded.
I wanted to see a Skyon here. Well, it looks like Blues might be doing that, but he's doing it up here, not by the geotherms. That's why I wanted to see it down here by the geotherms, because you could use that trick. I'm surprised he didn't do that again. I guess he is by the... I guess he's maybe up here because there's some ice. Maybe he's thinking he's going to get into the farms. I'd be curious to know what his rationale is. Is there no basalt down here? No, there is basalt. Okay, I don't know. Maybe he just likes the upper left of the map. Okay, meantime, what did Rahi do? Rahi went for expansive. Alright, so we got one Skyon. I wonder if Blues likes Skyon, or if he's just like kind of interested in messing around with him. Meantime, the colony is a power colony. Okay, that's interesting. Wow, look at that power price is going up quickly. Rahi might want to consider getting into geothermal right away because of that. And yep, sure enough, looks like Death Hackers is going straight for the robotic robo power. It's a classic. Wow, he went for the one. Doesn't have any iron. He does have the silicon. He's by the basalt, so I'm surprised he actually didn't just go for the basalt silicon, considering you know he's going to need iron later. We'll see what he does now, whether he goes for an iron mine or he goes for the basalt. Solar panel, doubling down. I mean, that price is still going up. No one else is making power. This might be actually a fast game. Who knows? Blues is not responding, but wait, Blues is 4. 4? Texas is 1. Hydros is 2. Blues is 3. Rahi is 4. Okay, the numbers are messed up here. A little odd, but all right. So Blues is here. Blues is not got. Okay, Blues is also no. Blues is getting into nuclear power, which is certainly good. So Death Hackers this has definitely made his money, but it looks like the curve is starting to go down. So maybe Death Hackers is not going to actually cruise to early victory based off. In fact, everyone's pretty much neck and neck. Probably everyone's saved by the fact that Blues went into power.
The black market is
A
open for
robotics
business.
HQ has been upgraded.
So solar panel power is not also great on IO. So that is not BC because Blues is making more from these nuclear power plants, even though they're consuming water and uranium. Alright, just a warning, guys. If someone wants to start the stream, but of course that doesn't really make sense considering all these guys are playing. So, sorry. Maybe someone can stream the replay right after this. I mean, I guess I could leave the stream up, but then it's just going to be nothing for like
An
2 hours.
expansive HQ has been upgraded.
Take a trip to the doctor. So, huh? The text is going into a hacker array. Wow, that's some hardcore goon squads. Seems like Gethexis thought that he was going to be able to win the game off of Solar, and it didn't quite work out. I'm curious why. That was a good move with these offices. It seems solid. I think that the calculations he's not used to. Yeah, Solar is less on series, and then it's even less on IO. So I think Solar. I mean, it's there, but it's just not, you know, it's not this real amazing option, right? Not like it is on Mars, where it's like a real sort of basic thing. So, all right, he's going for an energy shortage, but he's not. He's actually the third biggest power producer. So I don't think an energy shortage is that great of an idea. Hydros has, I assume, a geotherm? Yeah. And Brahi has a geotherm. Oh, that's weird. So when I switch
The
the
black market is open
players
for
goes the right
business.
thing. Wow, that text is not even in the lead here. It'd be interesting to hear his thoughts about the power play, because it obviously didn't work out like he hoped it would. So all he has to show for it now is just some serious Goonstraw protection. Got a lot of garages, which is of course going to push up the cost of power. I think we've seen fuel going up pretty consistently because of the garages as well. That's what they consume. Oh, Deathex has left the game. Oh, that's weird. I didn't see him say I had to leave. Well, in that case, we'll see what happens. Zeus has not yet gotten into any sort of advanced building. Brahi is going for a geothermal. So he is trying to take the geothermal.
An
Make the
expansive
geothermal.
HQ has been upgraded.
So you don't even necessarily need to claim the geotherm to make it worthwhile. Even just any building next to it will produce extra power. She's basically done, so yeah, geothermal borehole would be certainly a good choice. Alright, I'm gonna go upstairs and get my keys. I'll leave this up for a little bit.
The pleasure dome is completed. I wonder what goes on in there.
Oh, looks like something unexpected happened to.
The black market is online.
So good luck with. Well, good luck with that.
We're not surprised, just disappointed in you.
Okay, have to shut down the stream. Blues is, wow, 2. But that must be, 1 is hidden. No, he actually has 2 Pent Labs. Wait, where's the other one? So that's just a little too big. Alright guys, if other people want to play, remember anyone who has access to, I don't mind people sharing the password to the Dev Internals branch, and anyone who has access to the expansion, other people can then join the expansion. If the person with the expansion hosts the game, anyone can join. So you can all play multiplayer, so you know, if you guys play, please stream and let me know how the games go.
Let the bidding begin.
And I'm gonna leave this up, and or I'm not gonna leave the stream up, but I'm gonna watch the replay after this is done. Alright, bye everyone.